These guys are loving life. They're one big happy family. You guys thought La
Here we go.
Madrina
Here we
was
go.
gonna
Here we
switch
go.
up for some dick. No, no, she did not. She is part of the family.
But it was good. It was solid. It got me behind the champion. I'm happy for Braun.
Pause.
Hey,
I was waiting for her.
chalk that one up in the AO book.
On this week's NXT, we had the Dusty Classic off and running. We had LA Knight returning. And we had Roderick Strong versus Gunther. Who the fuck is that guy? You might be wondering. We are going to get into it. Ness, Romeo, this is NX3. How the hell is everyone doing out there? You're watching on the True Heel Heat, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please like this video, share this video, be a part of the live chat as we review WWE NXT 2.0 for January 18th, 2022. I see we got some comments in the chat already. What is up, Alan Weinstein? What is up, Frantic World? What is up, Anika Wilson? Excuse me. And Christopher Ryan Cooper. I am Romeo, True Heel Romeo. I am joined by my good brother, the three-time baby making champion. This is Ness.
True Heels, what's the deal? How are you, good brother, this lovely Tuesday evening?
I'm pissed off.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pissed off. Not only did the Knicks lose, but Walter just got renamed to Gunther. What the fuck are we doing? Yes, Frantic
Pritchard.
World. Yes.
Yeah. Bruce Pritchard, count your fucking days.
Dirt Sheet Radio, what is up? Jonathan, $20 says Bruce Pritchard didn't think the name Walter was German enough. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. Let us know how you feel in the chat about Walter being renamed Gunther. What a stupid fucking name. What a stupid fucking name. I just looked it up on Google because I want something to make me feel better. I put, what does Gunther mean? It's German for warrior. I don't give a shit. It sounds like a sissy name. A sissy name. Gunther. It's, you know what? Ness, we might have to debate this. It might be fucking worse than Von Wagner. It might be worse than that. What a stupid fucking name.
Yeah, Von Wagner doesn't sound that bad, but it's attached to a guy that like isn't the greatest. But when you think of just Gunther, they're like, what the hell? Yeah, it's that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Hey, you know, there's some tough sounding names out there, you know. Romeo, Ness, Joey, Tony. Nobody's ever been, oh shit, watch out. Fucking Gunther's out
Gunther.
there.
Oh, shit.
Worse than T-Bar, says Alan Weinstein.
It is.
I don't know about that.
No, our only reason because just going off a name, Walter, all right, it's just like regular. Now, Gunther, you sound like a nerd. Now, we know he's not a nerd, but it just sounds like a nerd's name.
Now, I saw this report out there that I can't say from who. Maybe someone in the comments knows that WWE filed a trademark for the name Gunther Stark. And then I think I saw that it has ties to Nazi Germany. What is going on here?
They like to push the envelope, man.
Josh Moira, the true draw. Washington football team ain't so bad of a name now, is it? Will Chisholm, tears rolling down Triple H's face. Fuck. Let us keep knowing what you think in the comments. We have a show to review, but that is gonna stick in my mind the entire review. I'm sorry, guys. Thumbs up this video, share this video. Let's get into this. NXT started off with LA Knight cutting a promo on Grayson Waller. That's a great name. Great name compared to fucking Gunther. Grayson Waller. LA Knight, another one. Fucking genius compared to that. Waller comes out with a restraining order, like a bitch that he is. The crowd chants at LA Knight to rip it up. LA Knight says, "You may have a restraining order against me, but you don't have one against him." And then Dexter Loomis's music plays. He creeps up behind Grayson. And I'm wondering, how the fuck did LA Knight see the future and have this set up already? How did he know this was going to happen?
Gotta suspend your belief, man.
Bruce! What the fuck are you doing, Bruce? It makes no sense. Loomis puts the silent submission on Waller, who fights out of it. LA Knight says you can either drop the order and face him, or you could keep it and face Dexter. We go to commercial. We come back. Of course, Grayson chose Dexter.
Yeah, of course.
So we got the rematch. Loomis versus Waller. Remember, Dexter still owes Waller for not only what he did to him, but Johnny Gargano. Remember that guy? As well as the things he said about his wife. Yes, remember? Dexter Loomis is married to Indy Hartwell. Some giant guy attacks Loomis on the outside, throwing him into the post. Throws him back inside for Grayson to hit his stunner. Dirty finish. Grayson, to me, didn't seem to know who he was at first, but afterwards he goes up to him and tells the camera that this is his insurance policy. So Grayson Waller has a heater. Heater for this turd is probably a good idea. This guy is the former partner of Veer in the tag team Indus Sheer. Remember that team once upon a time?
Yeah. Haven't heard that name in years.
Haven't heard that name in years. A better name than Gunther. Everything on this review is going to be better than Gunther. I probably assure you. Probably. Ness, your thoughts on this opening segment, which
I think he froze.
All right, I'm back. Did I freeze?
Yeah.
Did you hear everything I said or no?
No, I got like your thoughts on the opening segment, and then it
Yes.
froze.
No, I pretty much said that. Yeah, go ahead.
It was all right. Nothing too crazy. Kind of want to see where it goes. It was just weird. Not weird, but it was nice to see Dexter Loomis get brought back into the fold. You know, he really hasn't been doing anything of any significance lately. So it was they had a nice little decent match. It was a nice opener, nice little promo back and forth. So I just want to see where this goes. Somewhat want to see where it goes.
What do we got in the chat here? Frantic World, yes, WWE keeps taking L's. They make it so easy. They shoot themselves in the foot. Alan, my friend, sent me a post of WWE trademarking Nazi Commander. If they come out with a Nazi character, I'll never watch WWE again. That's right, Alan. Alan's Jewish.
I don't think I was gonna say. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that they would do that.
They didn't trademark Nazi Commander. They trademarked Gunther Stark, who I believe was a Nazi. I don't know my German history all that well. So Gunther and Von Wagner are going to be in a tag team. You could say goodbye to me on these reviews if that's going to happen.
Nah, he has the rest of Imperium. There's no reason for him to be teaming with Von Wagner.
And yes, Anika, I dead ass thought it was Veer. They look alike.
I thought it was too. Shit.
Eric, WWE taking a bigger L than the New England Patriots. You know I had to put that comment on screen. Keep the comments coming, guys. Can't read everything. Send a super chat if you can, if you got something really important to say, or if you just want to support True Heel Heat. We love you guys as always. I have to take us back to 1 week ago. And I have a video to share. This was all right. So this video, hopefully we don't get copyrighted for it because this is on digital media, so it's not on WWE television. So fuck off.
Let me say congratulations. You are in phenomenal shape. You look amazing. And you probably look that way because I told you that the next time I saw you, I was gonna slap the Haagen-Dazs out of your mouth, and I will.
What a vicious warning from Malcolm Bivens to Walter. And this weekend, here's what happened this weekend. A story in 3 pictures. Walter sneaks up on Malcolm Bivens. Malcolm doesn't look all that thrilled to see him, and then bam! He is held up against the lockers. Roderick Strong saves him after he's strung up. Strong says he's not scared of Walter, like everyone else in the locker room. Setting up the match, the main event tonight, the leaders of Diamond Mine and Imperium going at it later tonight. Malcolm Bivens earlier in the day. This tweet, Dan, I just saw little Walter arriving at the PC with crazy security. Imagine not being able to walk these streets alone.
They go down in the parking lot.
Then it's Briggs and Jensen versus the Creed Bros. First round, Dusty Classic. The Creed Bros win in what I thought was a decent physical matchup. Jensen got tackled on the outside into a barricade and bent it for a nice visual. My pick in the Dusty Classic is the Creed Bros. We could look at the bracket here. I have it. We have got MSK versus Jacket Time. Malik Blade and Edris Enofe versus Legado del Fantasma, which we will get into later on. And the match I just spoke of, also GYV, grizzled young veterans with a bye practically. They're facing Andre Chase and Boohie Hayward, who I didn't even know his name, but you know what? Better than fucking Gunther. Better than Gunther. Boohie Hayward. Better.
Oh my god.
I'm more intimidated by that. What'd you think of this tag team match? The bracket, the Dusty Classic.
I'm actually surprised that Briggs and Jensen gave the Creed brothers as much trouble as they did. I figured that the Creed brothers would go in there, make like work of them and just keep it pushing. But no, they held their own. At one point, I thought there was a few times that Killmonger and Killmonger. I said Killmonger. I'm fucking high. Killmonger. Fucking Killmonger.
Better name than Gunther.
Yeah, it's better. There were times I thought that Briggs and Jensen were going to fucking win, and I didn't want that to happen because I needed the Creed brothers to get this victory. And it's so weird because the push that the Creed brothers were getting, I don't know, it kind of felt like it might have came to a halt, but nah, and these guys are towering over the Creed brothers. This shit was just crazy. So I figured, I'm like, damn, they're really gonna push the bigger guys because it's the whole brand new NXT. But I forgot that Briggs and Jensen are actually former, I guess, indie stars. And they're going to take the new crop of talent in the Creed brothers that they can actually mold into what they want them to be. So at the end of the day, it all came full circle. They got that victory. And going forward, one right. Got one right so far.
By the way, Ness and Chris G. Chris G not with us tonight. He had to take care of some business. But that's fine because he filled in for us several weeks. They picked grizzled young veterans to win the Dusty Classic. So I ask you in the chat, who do you have in the Dusty Classic? Who do you think is going to win and be the number one contenders for Imperium? SP3 also picked GYV, but when I told him that you guys picked GYV, I had him second guessing. Well, you guys have been pretty cold lately.
It has to. I don't know, man. It has to happen. Like, come on, it has to. At least it's been like what 2-3 years. Like, it's been a while that these guys have been around.
And they keep looking at him lesser and lesser.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, probably.
Alan Weinstein says Legado will win the Dusty Classic. Well, Alan, keep watching. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Christopher Ryan Cooper. So they're changing his name. I mean, is there a story to why they changed it?
Fuck Bruce Pritchard. That's the story.
That's the story. Yeah.
Maybe
Walter tries to explain it in a promo next week. It won't. It probably won't work. Alan, Josh Briggs is a beast. They need to give him a singles run. Fuck Jensen. Damn.
Briggs is a beast, though. I mean, I think they work well with each other.
Love the Imperium promo backstage, speaking in their native languages and subtitled. You don't always have to force people to talk broken English.
Yeah.
Dante Chen, who made his debut a while back, is back after a leg injury. The first Singaporean wrestler in WWE. I was ready to clown him until he said he lost his dad 2 months ago, and then I felt bad. So he was facing some jabroni. The match doesn't go long as Duke Hudson jumps him and then beats him down, power bombs him. Duke Hudson is back. How you feeling about that, Ness?
Yippee.
That's what I felt.
Everybody gives a shit about Duke Hudson.
Joe Gacy with Harlan backstage telling him this loss last week is an opportunity for growth and learning. Odyssey Jones interrupts. He's on crutches. He's got a sprained knee. Gacy opens the door for him and then talks creepy to Harlan about not allowing negativity to linger. Later on, Harlan attacks Odyssey backstage, destroys his crutch, and Gacy seems to love it. I thought Joe Gacy was just perfect in both segments. I'm not usually the biggest Joe Gacy fans, but tonight he delivered with his talking and facial mannerisms.
Yeah, I think that's what makes this like gimmick and this pairing with him and Harlan. They just Gacy does all the talking. Gunnar Harlan does all the fucking maiming and dismembering. That's literally what he's doing. So I mean, it just works very well. But I gotta say it, dude's like a skinhead. He's targeting black people. It might not want to go that route.
Oh Jesus!
But that was last. It was last week with the two fucking jabronis that won the match because on the technicality. This week he goes after Odyssey Jones. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. I don't know. Nah, but
the little observations we make.
Yeah, just a tad observation. Nah, but I like it though. I like the direction that they're going.
Braun Breaker interview backstage, interrupted by Elektra Lopez. Braun loses his temper, says, "Save it. I'm not interested." Santos Escobar says, "You don't have to be interested in her, cabron." Says the NXT title is going to look good around his waist, and Braun asks him to give him a reason to kick his ass now. Santos says he has a lot to learn. Things are done on Santos's time. I am looking forward to this match. I think Santos will bring out the best in Braun, whenever that is.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. That's going to be a good match. I mean, I don't want to see my boy Santos jobbing out, but I mean,
a lot of people are going to job to Braun Breaker.
yeah, a whole lot. So I just hope he doesn't fall off the turnbuckle again. Like literally and metaphorically.
Anika Wilson, my heart wants GYV, but Imperium just lost to MSK and Riddle. Alan, oh shit. I guess Legado won't win. Charles Ely, if you don't work for NXT, should not talk about it. Fuck off.
I guess it's shit.
I mean that respectfully.
I don't. You get a dick. Oh, if you don't work for this, you shouldn't talk about it. Well, guess what? I'm not a fucking chef, but I know when a meal isn't all that great. I'm not a director, but I know if a movie sucks, I'm not gonna like it. So,
Well, Charles Ely, that was a very Nazi Germany comment of you. Just so you know.
yeah.
He's very Gunther of you. Moving on, Tony D'Angelo with a memorial service for Pete Dunne. Should have been a memorial service for Walter. There's a casket with a picture of Dunne shrugging. I thought it was great. You see the crowbar on the casket. Some sad Italian music plays. I know all the Italians at home are going, I know that song. Tony says Petey Poppins didn't listen to anyone and needed to learn a lesson the hard way. This is a closed casket service because nobody want to see Pete's face after what he did to him with the crowbar. He says we can't mourn Pete forever. Says he needs some gold since he just beat a decorated champion. And he's got his eyes on the North American Championship. Cue Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, who he got on Tony for doing a memorial service 1 week after he just did one for Roderick Strong. Great point, I thought. Keep his name out his mouth because the next memorial service is going to be for Tony. Cue Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes tells Tony D to get to the back of the line. This leads to Grimes versus Tony being agreed on for the number one contendership. Tony tried to jump Grimes, but Cameron smashes Tony with the Pete Dunne picture for a nice little visual here. I thought well done all around, and Carmelo was much better this week than he was last week. I took that main point out of this. What would you think of all this?
Yeah, well, this is interesting. Well, the beginning was funny. Tony D'Angelo, giving his memorial service to Pete Dunne, who's very much alive.
With rumors that he may be main roster bound. I don't know about that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he'll be back very shortly.
I mean,
what do you guys want to see? You want to see him go to the main roster?
I at least want him to, well, yeah, never mind. This ain't going to happen. I was going to say, I at least want him to have an NXT title run. But, yeah, that plan is so far gone at this point. Outside of that, yeah, Melo did better this week. I still hate Trick Williams because there's no reason for him to be out there talking this stupid shit that he talks about. But overall, and Cameron Grimes, seems like everybody that, the old NXT is just here to put the new NXT over. And I'm just like, oh, man. I can't wait. I would like to see Carmelo Hayes versus I just said the guy's name. Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes.
Oh,
but I know it's going to end up being probably Tony D'Angelo versus Carmelo Hayes. But fuck it, let's get a triple threat match, or even throw Pete Dunne in there. Let him get his thriller on and rise from the dead, so he can come up out the casket. So it could be a 4-way, because I think that'll be a nice little match that possibly, we're a ways away from Mania, or Mania weekend, or the next takeover, or whatever. That would be a nice pay-per-view match. But yeah, I think they're gonna have a banger regardless. But I think it's gonna come down to Carmelo Hayes versus Tony D'Angelo.
Everyone in the chat saying fuck Charles Ely, fuck Charles Ely. Charles Ely has got that tiny dick energy. This chat is ruthless.
Yeah, they'll come here talking that dumb shit.
Who the fuck are you? When are we gonna have the memorial for the ratings of NXT? Says Relax. Anika misses Cameron Grimes' beard.
Yeah, it's weird seeing him like that.
Christopher Ryan Cooper, it's seriously like someone saying, I'll be back. I got to go take a Gunther and wipe my Bruce.
Yeah,
You guys
this
are
is what they
great in the
do.
chat, man. You guys are great.
This is what they do. They do the dumbest shit. Oh, I gotta make a T-shirt with his name on it. That's all it says is just Gunther and a handprint for getting slapped, getting slapped in the chest.
What's up, Nick Jackson? And yes, Walter is now Gunther. Make sure you watch the beginning of this episode. All right, Brooks Jensen trying to keep their heads up backstage. Casey and Caden interrupt, wanting to get drunk and party and have lots of sex. Wendy chews, sleeping on top of the locker. Ooh.
She woke up for that though.
So, Casey and Caden don't care if you're fucking losers; they'll still sleep with you. Pretty much is what I got from that.
Yeah. But Jensen, he was scared, man. He's scared of the pussy. He was like, "Oh, I mean, I like you, but I don't know, man. Don't be a simp."
Oh, it's not gonna get you far.
No, it ain't.
Kaylee Ray versus Ivy Nile. Ivy got the jabroni entrance. I was very worried. And this was Ivy's first real test against someone who can wrestle.
Yeah.
Mandy Rose with the distraction. Kaylee Ray goes for a finisher, but Ivy rolls her up for the dirty finish upsets. And then Mandy Rose, I said Mandy Rose, so I have to show what Mandy Rose was doing on social media and how Mandy Rose looked tonight. Amazing. Mandy attacks Kaylee Ray and Toxic Attraction. Help her out. Looking very, very toxic. Indian Persia pull Mandy out of the ring and even the odds. The baby faces stand tall. For the little we saw of Kaylee Ray versus Ivy Nile, I thought Ivy Nile did very good and hung with someone who can definitely wrestle.
Yeah. I didn't expect, not even expect it. I just didn't want her to win. I wanted Kaylee Ray to win. That's why I picked. But I mean, again, new NXT, we're building up these stars.
It went exactly how I told you it would. Interference.
Yeah, you did. You literally did say that. But my thinking of it was somebody interfering on, the behalf of Ivy Nile, but it being someone from like Diamond Mine, something like that. Or like maybe a new recruit, like who knows? Because they're throwing out new people to us every week, and we can't keep up with this shit. But I mean, Kaylee Ray doesn't lose anything in this loss. Like it just is what it is, and it's clearly going to go on to. She's clearly just going to keep going on to the main event scene surrounding the NXT Women's title because clearly she's in a program. With the NXT Women's Champion and the Tag Team Champions. So I just want to see where it goes from there. That's something nice to see. They're all nice to look at, so that's half the battle.
Alan Weinstein with some great advice. Don't be scared. It's only pussy.
Hey, don't be scared.
Nick Jackson says, who the fuck is Charles Ely? He was just some Gunther that came in here and was like, if you don't work for NXT, you shouldn't talk about it. And I told him to fuck off. And everyone in the chat also agreed with me. All right. Saray went to Japan where she healed mentally and physically. And she found a grandma's necklace.
That's terrible.
Which makes her feel like she can conquer the world. She's got pigtails now. She's dressed all proper. And she's going to return to NXT with passion and energy.
This is stereotypical as shit. They put the Asian girl in a fucking school, in a schoolgirl's uniform. You're a grown woman. You don't go to no goddamn school.
The good thing for Saray is that nobody's going to remember this because it happened on the same episode where Walter got renamed to Gunther.
Yeah, that's true. This is probably like the least of their complaints.
Next, we had another Dusty Classic match. Legado versus Edris Enofe and Malik Blade. Santos got involved in the action. Braun ripped him off the apron and took him to the back. And Wild got rolled up for another upset win for Enofe and Blade All the brackets are busted. I should have picked these guys. I should have known this was gonna happen. I should have went with the underdog. These guys hug each other. They're hyped. They're all excited backstage with Braun Breaker, who told them, "Yeah, good luck. Good luck. You guys did it on your own," which is absolute bullshit. They didn't do it on their own. But very nice of Braun to
I can't take all the credit.
Yeah. I guess his booking makes sense. Having Braun get involved in this, Santos Escobar being a dick. But we didn't see this coming, did we?
To be completely honest, not at all.
Nobody wanted to make that bold pick.
Nah,
me, you, or Chris.
Definitely not me, because I wasn't going for it. I'm like, nah. Everything else that I'm picking, I'm like, these are for sure picks. Yeah, I ain't got to worry about nothing. And then that came, and I'm just like, shit. I guess not.
Holy fuck, you guys are on fire in the chat. My goodness. DJ Eric, Charles Ely couldn't even get laid in the morgue. Anika Wilson, why they got Saray looking like a Harry Potter crackhead?
Bro, she did look like Harry Potter. Asian Harry Potter.
Jesus. And Frantic World says she has the Power Stone. That's
hey, makes a lot of sense.
Whew. Man, this fucking review. Solo Sikoa cut a great little promo backstage, saying, "Boa, you're not the only one who can call on their past." And very nice play of words here. Bloodline.
That's the guy that should be getting a main roster push and still being an NXT.
Wait, be patient. Be patient.
No, because you wanna know why? I have no patience. No, because when you got a guy like Grayson Waller who can, he's somewhat entertaining on the mic. I don't find him entertaining on the mic, but somebody does somewhere. You got a guy like him, you're pushing him, but you got a guy like fucking
Solo Sikoa.
Solo, yeah, I'm about to call him Sika. Solo Sikoa.
Like you rearranged the letters in his last name.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So when you got a guy like that who's clearly primed and ready to join his family, to join the rest of his bloodline on the main roster, just do it. Just God, come on, man. Now you got this guy fighting fucking former Mei Ying Spirit, now is Boa. Like, nah.
Tian Sha, I almost forgot their name. Tian Sha. He was in that stable.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. So
no. In fact, it's been put to rest, just like Wendy Chu is now put to rest, sleeping all the time. The former Mei Ying. Anyway, Solo says next week, bring your war paint, as he shows off on his face, and he shows off the nasty burns on his face.
Yeah,
painted very professionally, very well. They will go to war next week in a no DQ match. Guys, if you're not watching NXT, Solo Sikoa is one of those things that we're following. That's like really fun to watch every week, every time he's on. He needs more time. You see the slow build they're doing for him. Ness has no patience, but I am patient.
No, I don't. Because they're building up a guy that nobody wants to see, and just like taking their time with the guy that is clearly ready.
Yes. If you compare it to Grayson Waller, Solo Sikoa is much more interesting. We'll see where they keep going with him. Valentina Feroz and Yulina Leon introduced themselves and their credentials. I've seen Feroz job all over the place on NXT, so I don't want to hear about your fucking credentials now. They're interrupted by Dakota Kai, who again warns them, just like she warned MSK, nothing ruins a friendship like success. They didn't care to hear that. Leads to a match, Dakota Kai versus Yulisa Leon. Valentina Feroz tries to fire up her partner, but Dakota overcomes and wins. Nothing impressive here. Dakota beats up Valentina after, but Leon drags her out. Nothing, right, Ness?
Nah, yeah. They look nice.
Yeah, well, of course.
They're
NXT women, aren't they?
Yeah, you'll get that out of me. Oh, the match was but at least they look good.
Raquel interview says she don't make excuses. She's still coming for Mandy Rose. Cora Jade interrupts and says so is she. Ask her if she wants to be a 2-time Dusty Classic winner. They could take the tag team titles off of Toxic Attraction while they go after Mandy Rose. Raquel brushes her off and says, don't get in her way again. Cora says she will convince her. So, are you ready, Ness? For yet another? Can they coexist tag team? I know we don't get enough of that.
Yeah, we don't get enough of it in the women's division. We get a whole lot of it in the men's. So, yeah, I'm ready to see it again. I don't give a shit about that, honestly. But we'll see how that pans out.
I got no effing idea who the women's tag teams are going to be in this damn tournament. They don't have that many. But I could definitely see those two winning it just to continue the Toxic Attraction storyline against Mandy Rose.
Yeah. Which would make a lot of sense. As much as I'm not a fan of this Divas title reign that she's basically having, is just like, it's generating heat for her. Whenever I see people on social media, just like they post a picture of Mandy Rose and everybody, she sucks. She doesn't even defend her title. She just looks good. I mean, the more and more you guys react and give it attention, she's doing what she's supposed to do. And, they're going to keep the title on her.
Some more great stuff from the chat. DJ Eric, Charles Ely, why so quiet? You come in here running your Gunther. Nick Jackson, Charles Ely eats corn the long way. Also asked, do you think Charles Ely claps when the plane lands? Oh, he's definitely a clapper. Definitely. If he came in here saying all that, don't talk about NXT unless you work for them. He definitely claps when the plane lands. Anika Wilson says the dream was Samoa Joe bringing up Solo Sikoa to betray the family. Oh, that would have been sick. That's somewhere in another multiverse, though, Anika.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a variant running around there.
that would have been fucking awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Sean Ireland. I haven't seen WWE officially make the name change, but maybe Gunther is his manager and is the ringleader of Imperium. No. He clearly said the winner of this match is Gunther.
Yeah,
it's him.
Yeah.
Sean, I know you're trying to. You're at the chalkboard doing all kinds of math, trying to figure out a formula where WWE didn't fuck this up. But no,
they fucked it up.
Fucked it up.
Yeah, they fucked it up. They fucked it up bad. You have a star. People already know who he is. All this stuff. Why? Because you want to sell some T-shirts. Who gives a shit? That's all it is. They want to sell T-shirts, video games, maybe some wrestling stuff. Who knows? Who gives a shit? It doesn't make sense. He's already established as Walter. He went through the whole. That's the problem. You should have stayed at NXT UK. As soon as you see what happens when you come to America, they change your name.
They had to have told him this before. Do you think they did it the opposite way, where he came? I was like, all right. Now that you're here, we got this great idea.
I wouldn't put it past them at all. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them.
Oh man. Victor Nash, how do you talk about all your accomplishments but lose to Dakota? I mean, Dakota, I think, still has some respect. She should have destroyed them, and she did destroy her. She did destroy her. It was like, yeah. Victor Nash, Sean Island. I don't think I've seen you guys before. Please subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell for notifications. We appreciate you guys popping in. We always like to see new people in the chat. Let's talk about the main events, which, at the time, it is the Ring General, Volta. So I will use the name Volta to describe this match. I wrote it Volta in my notes. Roderick Strong was going for the chop early. Why would you ever do that? He does chop Walter eventually, and then Walter chops the fucking shit out of him. And that led to This Is Awesome chance. That's all you need. That's all you needed for the match to be awesome. Bivens talks shit to Walter. and Walter pulled him on the apron, and I popped because he was about to chop the shit out of him. But Bivens was screaming for his life hilariously. Did you hear that? It was great stuff.
Yeah, I did. It is funny.
But he did not get chopped. He got out of it. Strong helped. Strong hit a beautiful, beautiful superplex off the top rope. And then they battled back and forth in the end over a powerbomb, which Walter eventually hit for the win. Malcolm Bivens was not pleased. He's very, very depressed. Walter wins. And then he interrupts the announcer announcing his victory. And then it all goes to shit.
Yeah.
The winner of this match is Gunther. Now, it didn't register with me right away. I thought I didn't have the volume loud enough. I thought he said Walter. I thought he was just saying, I thought he just wanted to be a dick to the announcer and announce his own victory. It wasn't until later on where I noticed, holy shit, he just renamed himself. WWE renamed him. Imperium, they jump strong. The Creed brothers run down. Huge scrum leading to a 6-man tag, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, my Creed brothers pick for the Dusty Classic is looking great. Looking great to challenge Imperium for the tag titles when you see this ending. But my description of this match didn't do it justice. It was a lot more than that. This was fun. And if they continue to treat Walter, I wrote that in my notes. If they continue to treat Gunther like this in NXT, then we are in for a treat. Just don't job him to Von Wagner, who has the better name. Your thoughts on this match and anything else you want to say about Gunther?
Oh, God, please don't remind me. The match was great. I liked it a lot. Hard hitting, exactly what I expected out of these two. They're great, phenomenal athletes. Roddy got the stamina, and he can just go from 230 to 330. Just go. That's just Roddy. And then Walter. I'm calling him Walter. I ain't calling him fucking Gunther. Walter just.
Should we do that? Should we agree to do that?
Because that's so stupid. That's just. I'm not calling him that. It's just fucking dumb.
Guys, can we all make a pact in the chat on NX3? We're going to keep calling him Walter. Fuck you, WWE.
Yeah. I'm not calling him by his slave name. Nah, but I wish these guys would have got a little bit more time. It's not that their match in particular seemed like it was rushed, but I don't know. I just felt like the atmosphere around it was like a little bit rushed, but it is what it is.
They got about like 14, 15 minutes, something like that.
Nah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's good, but knowing that one of them is these guys got not too much time. It's like.
Well, Roderick Strong's stock is going down.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing too. I'm glad you just said that. Like Creed brothers racking up wins, Ivy Nile racking up wins. Fucking Roddy's just losing.
Lost the title,
lost to Walter. Like, how long is it? Like, how long is this going to be looked at as acceptable? It's not acceptable whatsoever, but we're just going to see how long it goes to be.
Let me tell you, Ness. Let me tell you. WWE has like one of those quarterly financial conferences they do coming up in, I think, February.
Yeah.
So I would expect there to be more releases.
Oh, yeah.
And Roderick Strong, who just re-signed in the summer, they haven't released him yet. Now you see the way they're treating him. They're probably cutting bait here. Maybe Roderick Strong said something. It's like, hey, I noticed you guys releasing wrestlers. Like, if you want somebody else, like, well, I'll do it. You can release me. I don't know. And they're like, all right, but first, you're jobbing to everybody we want you to job to.
Yeah, we're gonna break your chest in half.
We're gonna put over Gunther Strong. 2 words that just best sum up NXT 2.0 for me: emotional damage, says Nick Jackson. Christopher Ryan Cooper says they won't sell shit. What's sad is he'll probably get booed because of the name change. I don't think that. I think people will still support Walter. Well, if they boo him, it's because he's a heel.
I was gonna say, yeah, even if he was the good booed, it's because he's a heel. So
Sean Island, maybe they might get forced to change it back because they named him after a fucking Nazi. Well, they didn't name him Gunther Stark. They just used the first name. So I think they're gonna keep it at that, Walter to Gunther. And Gunther does mean warrior, whatever. It sounds stupid. We've already been through. Royce Evans, well, Vince. Well, the world famous Walter. Your name is Gunther. That first chop was like, dang.
yeah.
Wait. I just realized where I heard Gunther from. The bald white dude from the coffee shop on Friends. Change it back. Let me see what else we got in the chat. Nick Jackson agrees he's Walter, period. No slaves names in this bitch.
Yeah,
Alan, I will not call him Gunther. Long live Walter. Frantic World with the AEW Dark Report. Adam Cole had a good match. Shocker. DJ Eric, if he's Gunther in WWE 2K22, I refuse to buy the game. Those developers, every fucking time, every week, every couple of days, they're like, fuck, man. Stop changing shit. Royce Evans says Roderick Strong Paragon bound. Paragon, the rumored name for the new Undisputed Era in AEW. And DJ Eric, Gunther sounds like a bad porno name. Let's wrap up this NXT match of the night. Walter versus Strong. Unanimous, correct?
Unanimous.
MVP. I'm going to go Joe Gacy. Who you got?
I go with Walter.
Sorry, I'm going to have to write down Gunther.
I'm not writing it.
I'm just kidding. It's still Walter and his bench. LVP easily. Legado del Fantasma for me. You?
Yeah, they all got from the main event scene with with Santos and Braun Breaker, and then even with the lower fucking card with Mauro Mendoza and shit. I forgot what the fuck they call it.
Joaquin Wilde.
Well, Joaquin Wilde, you guys are losing to this no-name fucking tag team. You deserve the biggest L for the biggest loser.
We'll put our thumbs out, and in 3, 2, 1 will be thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down for this edition of NXT. 3, 2, 1. Nuts didn't know what he wanted to do. He's going to stick with the middle.
Yeah.
And you guys voted in the YouTube chat. 50% give it a thumbs in the middle. So for this NX3 here, NXT has 5 thumbs ups, 1 thumbs down, and 12 thumbs in the middles. Our picks, Chris and myself went 3-1. Ness went 2-2.
Yeah.
Next week, what do we got next week? We've got Grimes versus D'Angelo, winner, number 1 contender for Carmelo Hayes. I am going to go Grimes. You're going Tony? I mean, you said so earlier. You changing your mind now?
Nah, I'm going to go with Tony. I'll keep Tony.
Solo versus Boa. Solo's going to kill this motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
We've got 6-woman tag, Toxic Attraction, Indy, Kaylee Ray, Persia. I'm going to go with the heels.
Yeah, they're going to do something dastardly to get the win.
And we got a special music performance from Ollie J. I don't know who she is, but I'd love to find out. Tell you that much. NXT.
I know. I'm like, oh, who the hell is this? I'm going to look up her. Let me see if I can find her on like Instagram or something.
NXT continues its metamorphosis into Saturday Night Live, which is what they want to be so badly. They want, they want to sports entertain you. They want to throw in a little bit of wrestling, maybe one good match, and they want a musical performance.
For whatever
Saturday Night
reason.
Live on Tuesdays. Well, because they want you 18 to 34-year-olds out there. 18 49 is okay. A little too old, but we want the 18 to 34s, really. We really want those teen males. So
It's not even really working that great. So,
yes,
but
well, it's working great for me. Let's get those teen males to look at Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction, Electra Lopez. And,
oh yeah, them things is thinging.
and let's get those. Let's wrap this up. Another great review here, full of rants, full of anger, a little bit of hope. You know, we love Solo Sokoa. We love Solo. Ness, where can everyone find you? What you got going on?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, skinny__Kravitz, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Every Tuesday, NX3, myself, Romeo Anthony Cologne, Chris G. We review NXT. We're trying, guys. If you don't want to watch the show, just watch us talk about it. If you do watch the show, come on over once it's over, because we're going to be the best thing about it. Best review far as everything in world of wrestling, especially NXT 2.0. Got to add the 2.0. Catch me every Thursday. Myself, Chris G, Blunt Impact, around like 10:20, 10:30. We go live reviewing every week's episode of Impact. Trying to figure out FOH, Fusion of Honor, myself, the Stat King, because there's no Ring of Honor. Ring of Honors in Impact right now, but we're going to get it together eventually.
You can follow me, True Heel Romeo, Twitter and Instagram. I like Nick Jackson's comment here. I hope everyone has a good night, except for Charles Ely.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Tomorrow night, Dynamite. Watch along from Washington, D.C. Cody Rhodes returns. Jon Moxley returns. Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander versus the new It couple, Britt and Cole. Join us for that as we watch.
That's definitely enough for a watch along. I was gonna joke around and say, "Hey, drunk guy, you want to watch along for tomorrow night?" But
now it's time. Now it's time.
Now
the last couple of AEW Dynamite. So I'll be honest, guys, it's not really interested in me. Now it's time. Now I'm back. Now we're back with watch along. Join us for that. Of course, Rated Raw Superstars every Monday, except this week because Raw sucked. I was watching an NFL playoff game. That was much better. I read the recap, and me and Drunk Guy said, no fucking review for that garbage. And keep being subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications so you can always know when new watch-alongs come up. Definitely Royal Rumble next weekend. So let's prepare ourselves for that. All right. For the ghost of Chris G, for the three-time baby making champion Ness, I am Romeo. We thank you once again for joining us here. NX3 number 41, Gunther. We'll see you next week.
Sounds like you just kidnapped Hansel and Gretel.
He's still Walter to me.